Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. Welcome to your 8-card draw. What do I need? Shadow read for this full moon in Virgo to new moon in Aries, March 2023. I am your reader for the moment, Mark Angelo, Lyons, Mal. For short, they're my initials. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Production since 1998. Almost 25 years in service. May 1st. Oh my goodness gracious. I am the author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. It is available on Kindle. There is a link in the description box and you can preview it for free if you like. And if you're going to go down and check that out, that book that a lot of the prayers and practices that got me to this point are in that book. But if you're down there in the description box fiddling around, check out my Patreon, patreon.com/drawingthecircle. Honestly, best career move I ever made. Isn't it purdy? I think it's purdy. Members only subscription platform that allows me to do all sorts of cool stuff as a mystical artist, a spiritual teacher, a professional intuitive, and reading cards since I'm 12 years old. I'm 54. I know, I don't look at things. Well, that's witchcraft for you, I guess, if you know how to play it, and I do. We're doing a lot of cool stuff over there. We got 8 levels of subscribers at the moment. Your 8th house, Scorpio. We've got seekers, humans, heroes, angels, witches, mystics, immortals, gods, goddesses. I might have screwed up the order there. Gods, goddesses is the top tier. They get everything available on the platform, but all of my subscribers have this in common. They get all the extended readings, all the part 2s to the part 1s here on YouTube. Going back years, there was a lot of them over there, as well as they get the daily check-ins every morning. I'm on the couch, unless I'm traveling, using the laptop, cup of coffee, bathrobe, YouTube live stream link unlisted only. They get to see it and they literally chat with me every morning, talking about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications, always ending with a prayer, a blessing, a little something to send us on our way. And I have not missed a day in, I can't remember when. It is my favorite thing, doing exclusive stuff. They get advanced content. It is my joy right now, my Patreon. So if you are looking for a deeper Scorpio vibe, a dive, I should say, we got some cool Scorpios over there for sure. Some of them I've known since my teenage. Love her so much. Plus, we got a marine biologist Scorpio over there. There's a lot going on. So if you want that deeper dive, more magic, more miracles, more mysticism, more Mal, the daily live streams, and the extended, and so much more, click the link. Come play Cheon on Patreon, because I am the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons. But you can call me Mal. Can you feel that? I can, because it's true. I'm not the only Archangel of Lyons. I'm the Mark Angelo Lyons Virgin. Virgin. Well, I'm a Virgo. Version. It's a long story. Holographic reality and all that jazz. Look, if you're new to the channel, let's talk about this. An 8-card draw is just 1 card from 8 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about anything in particular. We're using 8 of them for a 2-week period. A waning moon, a full in Virgo, to the new in Aries, March 2023. Let's look at that. I am now keeping the clipboard over here so I don't gotta squint into the bright lights. We are looking at the full moon in Virgo, Tuesday, March 7th, 7:40 a.m. I am in New York, so that's Eastern time. And when the moon rides at her peak, then ye heart's desire seek. I put out the 5-card draws for the new to full, the beautiful new to full. So those are already out. If you want to do some last minute stuff, you can do that. But then once you cast, we go into the waning, the letting go, the releasing, what I call the spiritual alchemy, but it is about shadow work, right? The alchemy of lead to gold. There are 3 atoms in between lead and gold on the periodic table. Lead is heavier and toxic and can kill ya. Gold is of high value and it's a conductor. Lead is an insulator. I think you're getting the vibe. Those 3 atoms cannot be created or destroyed, only changed, transformed, released, etc. And that's what this reading is about. kind of, sort of, in a big way. So to help you do that, right, to clear the path, forget this, a new moon in Aries on a Tuesday. I know, all the witches went, oh, yeah, because it's a lot of Mars energy. Any magic you do on a Tuesday, Mardi, the day of Mars, you can do for yourself. Just shoot for higher selfish as much as you can, right? And in Aries, ruled by Mars, it's a lot. It's cardinal fire. You can create anything. And my 5-card draws, in case you're new, are all about the element of fire to start with. It's the first element we look at. What you yearn for, what you're burned for, what your heart desires, right? So clear the path, because there's a lot of interesting astrology in between those two dates. Let's take a quick look. On the 7th, according to the information I have, Saturn is going into Pisces, of all things. Now, as a Scorpio, that's going to trine you at some point, but trines are usually harmonious, water to water, like element, I should say. That's happening on the 7th, the same day as the full moon. That should be interesting. Then your opposite sign, Taurus, has Venus going into it on the 16th, and you know, that's your opposite sign, but it does that to all the signs, depending on Venus. It retrogrades, I think, every 2 years or so, so it pretty much once a month. It pretty much changes sign once a month, give or take. This might be of a bit more importance. Mercury's going into Aries. That is a square for Scorpio, a fire and water 90-degree angle on the 19th, but the big one, the one I've been waiting for, Ostara, vernal equinox, first day of spring, on the 20th of March. However, it is the day before the new moon in Aries, which means we will most likely spend a lot of that Ostara dark moon in Pisces, and I'm a Pisces moon, then you're a Scorpio something, or a crosswatcher. We'll get there. We'll talk about it before the cards hit the table. So, you know, keep that in mind. There's a lot going on. Some of it's just basic astrology, but certainly when Saturn moves, it's a big deal. So it's a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs. You know, like certainly if you see a repetition of the archetype, right, the one in the title, usually always the first thing I put there in quotes, because it's not always to be taken literally. But certainly cross-watchers, if you watch this, you will get hopefully some sympathy, some understanding, some insight into the Scorpio that you are cross-watching for, because they keep shit hidden. They just do, right? We have no idea what's going on there behind that scorpion stinger sometimes. But if you apply this energy to yourself, you will alchemize something from lead to gold, and you will be helping everyone on planet Earth, but particularly the Scorpio collective, including the one you are cross-watching for. And they just told me this on break. I just did Libra about an hour ago. I do them in zodiacal order. They said to me, you know, this list that you've created here, these people could know that if they're dealing with any sign, just look at the mantra, right? Just look at it and do the shadow work to help clear it up inside of the self individually, no matter who's crossing your path. I was like, oh, cool. I was just doing my own sun, moon, rising, and Venuses. Now I got 12 mantras to do. We'll see what happens. So, look, I'm going to do my best to help you shift from lead to gold. That's the T. That's spiritual awakening. Spiritual alchemy is my favorite language of all the mystical, metaphysical stuff. So, both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. And I will do my best to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace of the divine in my pantheons of the divine that I've spent decades cultivating the relationships with, and that's why they let me get away with so much, because I'm the fun one. And we're going to keep this shadow read as light as possible. So both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. That's enough explanation, but the shift from explanation you will see throughout this reading if you are new. The shift from explanation, which I gotta do, to the divination, which I love to do, happens in a 2-word spell. See if you can catch it. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. And here we go. Using the Caroline Mace archetype cards. I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for the Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. Watching this video, receiving this reading, what is the dominant archetypal soul power in the 8th chakra of the Scorpio and or the cross watchers that the shadow work requires? From the alchemy, from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, sending down the codes to all of the other chakras, shifting what they attract and what they repel, so they have the opportunity to no longer delay what cannot be prevented in this lifetime. How many times do you want to keep coming back to do this? This full to new March 2023, the gossip. Ooh, let's talk. The gossip, creative family archetype, and you certainly know how much trouble gossip can create. A rumor can run around the world before the truth has its boots on. The Truth, Terry Pratchett, Discworld series. Oh, the man was a genius. I love him. Written on this card, our lovely Caroline Mace, MYSS. She a PhD, wrote sacred contracts and books that changed my life decades ago, and I'm still working it. She wrote on this card the shadow attribute on the bottom, the light attribute on the top. This is lead, this is gold at the top, 3 atoms in between. Let's get up in it. Of the 9 different families, this is the creative family, archetype family, redundant. The shadow attribute thrives on the power of passing on private or secret information. We've all done it. Betraying confidences. Now, I draw a line with that, particularly with celebrity gossip, right? If you're in the public eye, you know how much of that stuff is being put out by their own agents, right? Their own press agents. Who knows? It's rarely true, but who knows, right? But the second part of this, betraying confidences, that's big. That is big. Like, these cords that I wear in every single reading, right? These are my cords of vow. I vowed the vow of confidentiality that when somebody tells me something, it's not just in the vault. It's stored in my locker in the Akashic Records Library locker room, okay? Like, nobody's gonna, that is locked up, because I've had so many people betray my confidence in this lifetime, but it taught me the power of this, and that's why I don't gossip. The difference between that and the light, it's not gossip, it's confession. The light attribute awakens consideration for the feelings of others, honoring trust. It is literally about being safe and sacred space for someone so they can feel vulnerable to talk to you. Counselors who have the gossip archetype, if they have it in the gold, they are amazing. They draw the truth out of you through active listening. They just point them ears at you, and your truth comes out, right? But what are you going to do with it, right? Are you the gossiper, the gossipee? You can have an archetype, a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And by a reason, meaning it can come and go 100 times a year, but that's out of 365 days, right? Season can be 30 years out of a 80, 90-year lifeline, right? And lifetime is womb to tomb, birth to death. So let's get up in this. Daughters of the Moon Tarot will give us the indication of what's going on behind your eyes. Heart, third eye crown, gossip sending down the codes. This is the stuff where Scorpio pretty much lives, and we have no idea what's going on in there unless you share it. And gossip is certainly a throat chakra thing, particularly with the choices, right? So spiritual, mental, willpower, and emotional power, right? Let's see what hits the table. Help you do this shadow work. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. I call upon my goddesses of water, the sign of Scorpio, powers of the West. Please, beloved goddesses of fixed water, deep and powerful, unfathomable in the aquatic. One card in clarity for the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. Watching this video came out very easily. Receiving this reading to help them do the shadow work, throat chakra, bottom line, choose or don't choose, to alchemize it, delay what cannot be prevented, to alchemize this gossip archetype from lead to gold, this full to new. 7 of blades, which would be the Seven of Swords, but internal meditation. Literally the word on the card. Oh, is this an Inuit one? I forget. It's in the book. I looked it up and I forgot it already. I'm so sorry. Ice fishing, right? Woman with her puppers watching a hole in the ice with the spear ready to go. It's stillness. Fixed water, maybe? Scorpios? The word meditation, though, from the original Latin, comes from meditare, which sounds like a secret organization, and very well might be. We wouldn't know, except maybe a Scorpio might. It means to contemplate, right? Which is a very Western word. Like, I doubt Buddha had the word meditation in his vernacular, right? So there is Eastern, Western, all that stuff. But if we're talking chakra, third eye, right, probably not talking. So the throat, I would say, would be excluded from that as a focal point inside. But the throat chakra is certainly going to be about Scorpio. You're going to betray confidences, choices. Thank you, Goddess Tatiana. Yes, we do have the same parts at core. Let's keep going. Lower three chakras. Relationships in the physical world, the yang dynamic, right? That's the yin, the inside. This is the yang, the outside. Lower three chakra dynamics, relationship to yourself, other people, places, and things. Either looking at yourself from the outside in with this card, or you from the inside looking out at different people, places, and things. And I would think other people are involved with gossip. I mean, if you're just gossiping yourself, that's just a mantra. I don't know what that is. Please take a nice deep breath. I told you I can keep a shadow read light, whatever. Still point. Yeah, I forgot I was dealing with Scorpios. As I call upon, oh, there you are. Ooh, as I call upon my gods of water, the sign of Scorpio, powers of the West, please, beloved gods of fixed water, the subconscious, the river, Styx, and all that jazz. Please, one card in clarity for the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading. What's going on? Lower three chakras, inside out, outside in, relationships in the physical world for the Scorpios and their cross watchers, helping them to do the shadow work. Shadow light led to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, with the gossip in the 8th. Seven of blades, meditation, contemplation on the inner, what's going on the outer, to help them do this full to new. Your opposite sign, Queen of Pentacles, Taurus. Fixed earth. And fixed water, but those are complementary opposites. You do a lot with earth and water, right? You mix them together, however that is. This could actually be a person in your life. It is a court card representing life values. Now, I will say the Scorpio-Taurus dynamic, I know a lot of couples that have that, and they make it work. If their boundaries are clear, if they discuss things, if there is an open and clear communication. But what they both have in common is they are both fixed signs, so therefore that internal stillness is a more, I would think, and have experienced with a lot of Scorpios and Tauruses, a rather easier choice to make, because the Taurus can be really grounded in their body, right? Where the Scorpio can be very intently focused in their own depths. Now look, this need not be a Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign necessarily, but definitely that fertile fixed earth, right? Is there wealth involved? We have other cards to hit the table here. Pentacles don't automatically say money, but it does say that there is something fertile here. And if this is you from the outside looking in, I would say check your chart, have your natal chart done if you haven't, see if you have anything in Taurus that might be of interest there. Taurus second house dynamic in general is about your rock solid life values, not just about money in abundance, sure, durable goods, houses, cars, right? But not like groceries, they come and go, right? So things that are more fixed and stable. But definitely, in terms of a gossip, is this the gossip you're dealing with if it ain't you? Because it would be your opposite sign if you don't got, you see what I'm saying? Could work that way. So, to help you align all of that chakra stuff little by little, because you can wait till those last 3 days before new moon, dark moon in Pisces, where it's just going to kind of go down anyway, or you can begin little bit by little bit. These mantras really help. I've had this deck now for 3 years. Highly recommend the Macon Healing Mantra. I know them all by heart, but I don't know all the bookie books in the heart, and it's only one card, so please take a nice deep breath. Let's try and relax into this, shall we? Still point. I call upon the Ascended Masters of Creativity because of that creative archetype there, the gossip archetype in the 8th. Please, beloved ones, understanding the importance of the throat chakra in this world, the choices and decisions we make, inner, outer, particularly what we say and what we don't. I would think if this is the Scorpio from the outside looking in, that could also mean that their life values are being tested here, right? Will they betray confidences? Or is a vow a vow? Is a promise a promise? And that's really tricky. So please, one card in clarity, the perfect healing mantra to help them alchemize the shadow light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, fear to love, gossip in the 8th, meditation on the inner, Queen of Pentacles on the outer, this full to new, embodying my soul. I have a right to be excited. That's a switch. I have a right to be excited. But let's be clear, you are a divine higher self that manifested an immortal soul that's on a hero's journey in a human body. It's like Russian stacking dolls, all right? So this is about taking that soul and embodying it, which has a very, very high vibe and opens up all sorts of possibilities. And I gotta say, meditation is sort of an ancient way of doing that. Just saying. Yeah? Yeah, so let me read this to you. I have a right to be excited, embodying my soul. That's lovely. Embodying my soul. I have a right to be excited. When your soul is embodied, you are grateful to be alive. You are aware of life as a precious opportunity to experience the frequency of your own light through the unique attributes, characteristics, and senses of a person. In other words, you're an eternal force that incarnated in a meat suit. As your soul becomes embodied, you are elated to be a part of life's cosmic play, no matter how bad things seem. So there's probably going to be some gossip around you. Don't pass it on. That's kind of obvious here if you want to alchemize this. But to go within and get that... I just had this conversation with Lillian Carter, filmmaker, choreographer, best friend, roommate from college. Her video for her short film, Woman, is on my site. Amazing. It's been around the world twice in festivals and stuff. She used to say to me back in Boston, back in the 80s, it doesn't matter what they're saying as long as they're talking. That's my little Cancer figures, Cancerian. This mantra is ideal for developing courage, more, finding your inner voice, and feeling safe in your body. Safe in your body. Perhaps that's an indication. Queen of Pentacles, embodying this whole... I like this a lot. It's got a nice flavor to it, you know. Let's see what's going on. We've got 4 more cards to go, though. We are halfway through. You've reached the halfway point of this 8-card draw. So let's ask the higher selves of all involved. Obviously, with the gossip archetype, there are other people involved. So this is the higher selves of all involved. The Whisper of Love. Please take a nice deep breath. Let's see if the party turns. Please take a nice deep breath. Did I say that? I'm going to do it again anyway. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, what is the Whisper of Love for the Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers? Watching this video, receiving this reading to help them alchemize the gossip with 7 of Blades, meditation on the inner, Taurus on the outer, embodying the soul. They have a right to be excited. What do you got for them? That was fast. This full to new. You got the Don Henley card. It's time to get down to the heart of the matter. There is more going on than meets the eye. Recognize what this is about. Okay. So there we go. There's some hidden stuff here. Oh, who would have thought in a Scorpio read that there would be stuff hidden? Look, get to the heart of the matter, but this is about your own heart. This is about if you are experiencing a reoccurrence of a pattern of gossip, then you gotta look at, okay, not why did I make this happen or why did I attract it. If you look for reason is a human creation, you'll go mad. It never works that way. There is purpose, and that's why you go into the stillness and the silence instead of trying to overanalyze it, right? Why? The gods say because you're an immortal being playing a video game in a meat suit. Talk about full immersion. So there is more going on here than meets the eye. So pay attention. If you feel like this is you from the outside looking in, pay attention to your lower three chakras, particularly that root chakra. If it feels jittery, it's saying something's not stable here, right? Your root chakra won't connect. It's not safe. That's where fight or flight comes from. Yeah, that's a root chakra thing. Because when it connects into the Earth's electromagnetic field, right? Grounded. But if you're like, this feels pretty grounded, Taurus, if that's you from the outside looking in. So pay attention to the energy. Pay attention to what your body is saying to know if someone is gossiping, if they are breaking a confidence. If you're about to, your solar plexus will tell you if you're about to break a confidence. It's because don't do it. It's your conscience in your tummy. Their tummy consciousness. Tummy Hilfiger. Tummy Tune. Told you I can keep a shadow read light. It was particularly, we skipped a deck. That's what he said. Let's ground this even a little bit more with the Divine Animals Oracle. Everybody has spirit animals and totems in their lives. I've been using this as the way to explain the difference between a spirit animal and a totem for these reads. I revisit it every now and again. I have had black cats practically my entire life. Yes, they come and go. It is a tragedy for a cat to outlive its human family, right? That's just horrible. So they keep reincarnating. That means they are spirit animals. They just keep coming back as black cats and felines over and over and over again. The totem of the black cat, however, is a very big difference. It's the sum total of all the spirit, soul power archetypally of the black cat. And then there's the larger family of the cats, the felines, because then you got the lion and the panther and the lynx. You get the idea. So it's all one, but it's all through the lenses of the divine. So, I'm going to do the shadow work. Nice to have an animal companion along the way. Please take a nice deep breath. I see you. Speak of the angel. I'm watching you, Belzy, my Leo middle sun. Please take a nice deep breath. I will pull this video over, young man. Still point. As I call upon the spirit animals and totems for the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading, please, beloved ones, who walks with them, who swims with them, who flies with them, who crawls with them, giving them the guidance, the grace, the love, the wisdom, the power, the oracle message to help them alchemize the gossip in the eighth, meditation on the inner Queen of Pentacles on the outer, embodying their soul because they have a right to be excited, getting to the heart of the matter. This full to new. The swan. Such a beautiful, graceful creature that will rip your face off if you're on Long Island for some reason. Ooh, swans, man, they are intense. I'll never forget when I saw the movie Black Swan first time. That freaked me out. I was like, bitch, don't grew wings. Woo, that was a lot. The key word here, though, is beauty. B to the E to the A to the U to the T-Y. Beauty. And I am going to read from the bookie book the first part and the last part, the verbal description, and, oh, sure, that Zeus dressed up as a swan. Foul. Okay, swan. Some librarian out there just laughed. Beauty. Beauty is all around us if we care to observe it. The natural world provides so much of it. However, remember, beauty is highly subjective. Love yourself first and know yourself. Look for the beauty in the situation. Ask and your questions will be answered. That's cryptic for a swan. Swan magic is pure and graceful. It is perfect to use for love workings, and also when you wish to find more beauty in our world. Everyone could do with a bit more beauty in their lives. Okay, I'm going to go with this. That, yes, you might find out some information via gossip that allows you to deal what you got to deal with on the inside. Go into meditation and see it from a higher place where it fits into a certain plan in play by the divine. Now, the thing about that is that you're probably not going to feel that way. But as you get to the heart of the matter, you will. Because you have a right to be excited. There's something beautiful here, and I don't know that this is about aesthetics necessarily. Do you know what I'm saying? This could very, very much be you kind of stepping back from this situation, because if the situation is ugly, that's going to propel you towards beauty if you focus in that direction. Now, we are looking at this kind of Seven of Blades meditation thing. This might be more thinky in that sense, but thought alone can't get you into the heart of the matter. Get into your own heart. It's said in that the swan there, love yourself, right? Give yourself that love. Give yourself what you need. And if people are gossiping about you, happens, and we don't often know. It's that you have something to be excited about. Now, sometimes gossip can be, oh, totally. It could be that there's like a project going on and, you know, some kind of creative this or that. And, you know, like, James Gunn and the DC thing, right? God bless him. Oh, God, I wish him luck. He's getting a lot of flack. I just can't believe they got rid of Cavill. I know, it just destroyed me, but I'll live. Just don't let go of Gal Gadot, which also rhymes. You know, you can go through this in a way that if you find out a piece of information that excites you, honor the confidence, because there may be something beautiful in here, but what's at that heart of the matter, because there's more going on here than meets the eye. Well, since we have three atoms in between, where did you go? No, there you go. There you go. Okay. 3 atoms in between lead and gold, and we've used Angela Hartfield's Whisper of Love. We're going to use her Whispers of Lord Ganesha, the Hindu elephant-headed god of success, prosperity, and remover of obstacles. And I have spent years building a relationship with Ganesh, so I really, really love this deck. Please take a nice deep breath. Because I'm fun. Still point. Here you are. Our beloved Lord Ganesh. Please, I call to thee, one card in clarity, which also rhymes, for the Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video and receiving this reading. What is your guidance, your grace, your love, your wisdom, your power, your oracle message to help the Scorpio and their cross watchers alchemize the gossip from lead to gold, shadow light, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, in the 8th Seven of Blades meditation on the inner Queen of Pentacles, on the outer embodying their soul? They have a right to be excited. If they get to the heart of the matter, their higher self is going to help. They just got to ask, because there is beauty to be seen here, but it might not be so much about location as altitude with that meditation and that stillness. I'm not talking about it. So what is your guidance, your grace, your love, your wisdom, your power to help them do all of this full to new March 2023? Relax. Take a nice deep breath. Little 80s flashback there. Just relax. Flashbacks. Card number 49. Yeah, no, just breathe. Yeah, that's why I'm a top. 49. I'm talking to Scorpios. I'm allowed. We get a lot of creative license. when you give your life to the gods, because they had it to begin with. 49, relaxation. Breathe in the Ganesh relaxation. Relaxation is important for your health, mood, relationships, and overall well-being. I think you might be sitting this one out in the gossip game, you gossip girls. It's easy to become entangled in anxiety, worry, stress, and paralyzed thinking. Your day-to-day life may be filled with a multitude of stresses that affect your thoughts and cause you to feel disconnected with the truth of your being, which would be the soul, which you're embodying with the mantra. Dedicating time to relaxation provides a solid foundation to assist you to be able to live a more balanced, less stressful life. And I'm going to say, Queen of Pentacles on the outer kind of says that, right? It's fixed earth. It's not mutable or cardinal. It's not Virgo or Capricorn, right? It is solid, fertile earth. And you have to let a field lay fallow. You have to let it rest if you want it to keep, being balanced. The importance of respite can help to alleviate tension and other health concerns. Okay, then it goes into take a spiritual bath, adding essential oils, all of that. Clear quartz, rose quartz, intensify the healing nature of the experience of a bath. Use this time to get centered and balanced. Practicing deep breathing techniques can also bring about calm and peace. Remember to take a deep breath before you act impulsively on your thoughts, as this will bring fresh oxygen to your body and relieve anxiety. So when the gossip comes and the throat chakra's starting to chomp at the bit, you know what I mean. Take a breath. Get still. Contemplate it. Yeah. Affirmations are another great tool. Yeah, we know. Ask Ganesha for guidance on your spiritual course towards expansion and illumination, and trust that you can now relax and enjoy the journey. And that's what I think is the beauty of this situation, right? You might not have any monkeys in that show, or whatever that phrase is, right? You might not have any skin in that game. That's what I mean. Like, we're not talking about celebrity gossip like TMZ, EIEIO, was its name O. But there is something beautiful that's available here, but I have a feeling that's at the heart of the matter, that it might very well be revealing your honesty, your integrity, the magnificence of your soul that would excite you. And a lot of insight and intuition comes along with that along the way, I'm sure. Last card down. The Blessed Be, from Lucy Cavendish, to highlight the gold hidden within the lead if you do the alchemy, the hidden blessing that's already going on, written into the script before you ever incarnated these blessings. So let's see what the pantheons of all pantheons have to say. Our last card down, and when I read it, we do it for real. Please take a nice deep breath. Yeah, I just burped on camera. So what? I'm allowed. I'm still in a meat suit. Before I go before the pantheons of all pantheons, one more time. Still point. That's Seven of Blades. As I call up to and upon the pantheons of all pantheons, a delegation, please, from all traditions, lineages, and cultures, for the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading. What is the hidden blessing? The gold within the lead, if they just do their best to alchemize the gossip in the eighth, meditation on the inner, Queen of Pentacles on the outer, embodying the soul at the heart of the matter with beauty and relaxation, or I should say via relaxation. What do you got for them? Last card down for the Scorpio collective, the hidden blessing, the gold within the lead, this full to new March 2023. Lovely. A blessing on the senses that gift you the world. And I'm calling this the Amanda Seyfried card. Dibs. Right? It looks like she's about to break into an ABBA song. Oh, God help us. Card number 7. God bless her. Meryl Streep, what? I'm sure they paid her well. Card number 7, I'm gay, I'm allowed. A blessing on the senses that gift you the world. Like I said, we do these for real, but I had to get that last little funny out. Don't worry, it'll come back. It waxes and wanes like wither and bloat. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Pantheons of all pantheons, please transmit. Card number 7. A blessing on the senses that gift the world to you. Talk about beauty. A blessing to assist you in making the most of all your senses and in appreciating them and thus enhancing their beauty within your life. May you be blessed with a keen, sensual appreciation of the natural world and all that it has gifted to you through the senses you have been so very blessed to receive. May your 2 eyes see far and take in the beauty of the world. May they open upon days of joy and close on deeds well done. May the color and the shapes of the world be visions of delight to you. And may you find beauty in the pavement and in the tar, in the stone forests of the cities. May you be given mountains to gaze upon, seas of blue and azure to be reflected within your eyes, green fields and wildflowers to delight you with all the beauty that there is. May you find this beauty within your own form and gaze upon yourself with satisfaction and knowledge that the universe has created a unique moment of wonder within you. May your lips taste wild honey, your tongue find pleasure in the food on your table or in someone, and may the meals of your life be sensual delights, enriching the marvel that is your body, fueling you to greater good health. May the texture and delights and sensations of taste be taken slowly, without greed or hurry. And when you are satisfied, let you give thanks to the natural world for its offerings to you, the earth's child. May your skin sense the world about you and within you, touching those with comfort, nurturing, soothing, and the healing of human touch shall be yours. Let all those who you touch return that gift, and may the exquisite sensitivity of the body transport you, yet never devour you. This is this Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. May your ears be blessed with the sounds of all the wild world, the whisper of trees speaking with each other, the bird song at each change of seasons, the sound of speech that is beautiful, truthful, and pleasing. Gossip. The rich silence of nature that allows you to know yourself so deeply. Indeed. Blessed be. For the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So motivate, and so it is. Be careful of the grapevine. As a Dionysus archetype, that's saying a crap load there, babies. Hey, look, there might be some news you get that sets you up for something that is beautiful that you have a right to be excited about. Would love to know what that is, but you're a Scorpio, so you're not going to put it in the description box anyway, but I would love to see it. So if you did like the video, do hit the thumbs up, comment, subscribe, because I'm no longer monetized on YouTube, so all it does is help other people find the information. I'm a Virgo. I don't care. Let them have it. Why? Because I'm on Patreon. I've got people who love my work and pay me once a month, and I'm giving it to them both barrels every single day to the best of my ability. Not one day has gone by since I got on patreon.com/drawingthecircle where I have not put out content for them. I love it. The daily live streams are a gas. I love them. I crack myself up. I'm cracking them up too. And they keep re-upping every month, so I'm thrilled about that. So if you want the deeper dive, come Patreon on Patreon. And if you want a private reading, this is important to know, I'm raising my prices for my 25th anniversary. I've been $100 flat rate, one person, you know, you pay me by the hour. I've done parties like that for years. So I am changing my prices, upping it for the 25th anniversary. So there's a link in the description box. Booking a reading with Mal, a YouTube video explains everything you need to know about booking a reading with me. And if you book me before May 1st, even if we book it for after May 1st, you will get that price because I love what I do and I just want to serve the world. So hang in there. I love you, my Scorpios. You have a lot to be excited here, and there's beauty here. So I'm not saying you're off the hook for the shadow work. You're certainly going to have to deal with some stuff, but you can do it relaxing, taking in the beauty, and maybe exciting your senses. Woo! See, hear, feel, touch, taste. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, dear God. Thank you so much. I love you. Good luck with the shadow work. Reach out if you need it. I love you. Heal, hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.